Yo, what's up guys? It's Lance, and today I want to give you a movie review. Yes, a movie review. I'm not gonna necessarily do these a lot. The reason why I'm doing this now is because this is an independent film that I'm about to review. I would like to talk about some films that I feel that may be overlooked or maybe not seen by the vast majority of people, you know, that go to watch movies every day. A lot of people that went to the movies this weekend or went to go see Spider-Man. Me, since I have a friend that works in a movie theater and I get to see some independent films for free because he works at an independent movie theater, I got to go see A Ghost Story.
When I was little and we used to move all the time, I would write these notes and I would fold them up really small.
It's an original film. A24 distributed it, and A24 is one of the best distributors right now in my opinion. I love almost every film that comes out of their resume. I feel like there's some films on there that are a little bit hit or miss, but they come out with some really substantial content. It has like something to say about grief, about time, and even about spirituality. Trailers don't show what actually happens and why there's a ghost there, so I don't want to like spoil it at all. But the whole premise is that there's a ghost that, you know, that lives in this house, and he kind of like almost travels through time, and Rooney Mara's there, Casey Affleck's there. Good respectable performances from each of them. It's a film about loss. It's one of those movies where you have to be very patient with it though, because a lot of scenes and especially a lot of shots, David Lowery films these long takes, and it's also shot in 4:3. So what that means, it takes up a narrow part of the screen. It's not taking up the full frame. Instead of the black bars in the top and bottom, you have the black bars on the right and left. For the way it uses it, I think it looks very beautiful. The cinematography is just on point. I really admired it. And it's a very short movie, so you're gonna be in and out of it once you see it, but it's one of those movies where it kind of just feels a little bit longer than usual because of the fact that he really takes his time to showcase the effects of what's happening in the film, the shots, and he just doesn't cut away. It's a scene in which Rooney Mara is eating pumpkin pie, and it just lasts about a good 7 minutes. And I actually heard some people in the theater kind of like give out like large sighs and, you know, like large deep breaths. It could be a little daunting for some people. A lot of people may view this as a little turnoff for them. It has a lot of things to say about time, about being remembered, about art, about just basically just being a human being in the world, and like what happens after we die and what we're meant to do after we die. It's just like a whole commentary on that in like 92 minutes. And I just think that is really done very well. When I first got out of the theater, I had to really just take a step back and understand what I just saw, because it's one of those movies where I feel like you'll understand it, maybe appreciate it even more 1 to 2 days after you see it. And you can understand why, because after you see this film, you probably won't have a good idea of what to think about it just afterward. In my opinion, I really adored this movie. I thought it's one of the better films of this year, and it might be overlooked, and I don't want it to. I really want people to see this film. It's a very short movie, and there's nothing really I can say other than what I've said right now that could deter from me spoiling the movie, so I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, it's just a really good commentary, a really good like piece on grief, on time, and on loss. And I think that you should definitely see it. I definitely give it as a recommend. It's shot very well. The cinematography is very stunning. The 4:3 really complements the movie. And yeah, I just really enjoyed this movie. David Lowery, I could tell that this was a very personal film for him. He edited it himself, wrote it, directed it, and you can just tell that like he had his eye on it. And I can't wait to see what else comes from this director, because it seems as if though he's going in a different direction. And I really appreciate the fact that he just came off doing a big budget feature film and is now doing this smaller movie. A24, that's all I have to say. A24, they're great. It's certainly one of those movies that will kind of leave you in awe after you watch it. And once you come out of the theater, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about But if I had to rate this movie from a A to F scale, I definitely rated A minus or an A. I feel like this movie really embodies what it's trying to say, like lush of imagination and a very thought-provoking piece, and I think that I enjoyed it. I mean, I very much enjoyed it, and I think that you will too if you just have the patience for this movie, because it might not be for everyone. It might not be for you, but I certainly enjoyed it. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. You have a good one. Peace.